To most people, it's nothing that the Son of God took their sin and suffered. To most people, it's nothing. Is it nothing to you, all you who pass by? There are many verses here that particularly fit. Look please at verse 15 of chapter 2. All who pass your way clap their hands at you. They scoff and shake their heads. Well, if you read Matthew 27, verse 39, that's exactly what happened. The people scoffed and shook their heads. Verse 16, all your enemies open their mouths wide against you. They scoff. Well, that happened to him on the cross. Then chapter 3, even when I call out or cry for help, he shuts out my prayer. My God, why have you forsaken me? So Christ would have often read this and seen a little microcosm of the sorrows that would be his on the cross. But I want to point out to you that while this is a requiem, while this is the saddest book in the Bible, in the heart of it we have the word hope mentioned again and again. So would you look at the 3rd chapter? Verse 19 talks about my affliction, the bitterness and the gall. Soul is downcast. And then it says, yet, this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's great love we're not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They're new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I say to myself, the Lord is my portion, therefore I'll wait for him. The Lord is good to those who hope is in him, to the one who seeks him. It's good to wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord. Now, verse 31. For men are not cast off by the Lord forever. Though he brings grief, he'll show compassion. So great is his unfailing love. He does not willingly bring affliction or grief to the children of men. You've noticed here, certain of these lines have been used in one of the most well-known of popular choruses today. Great is your faithfulness. Verse 23. Verse 21 talks about hope. The death of hope always leads to hope for death. One of the editions of Britannica left out an article on hope. And that was a fair symbol of the world to which Britannica went, because it was after World War II and there didn't seem to be any hope. But the death of hope always leads to hope for death. But when we believe we have a God whose compassions are new every morning, you know, when you get up in the morning, it's very nice to know there's probably breakfast waiting you. You're not going to get stomach cancer from the walls rubbing together. There's breakfast there, and the sun is coming up, and the birds are singing. The sun is shining on the sea. It's beautiful. I've been occasionally of late going swimming between 4 and 5, and it's quite light, but it's beautiful in the early morning. Beautiful. Great is your compassion. They're new every morning. What a wonderful, wonderful picture. So this book of Lamentations, while it's a funeral song, a requiem, a dirge, an elegy, in the heart of it, it has hope. And the hope is based on the fact that we have a God whose compassions fail not, whose mercies are new every morning. Let's take a break.